men they also feel that हमें तो नहीं हो रहा है तो फिर इसके बारे में क्यों बात करना है. Menstruation is absolutely normal. The ice has to be broken, and that can be broken with the right knowledge at the right time, and that will do the damage control.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nua Talks. This one's really special. We're doing it for Raksha Bandhan and we're doing something really new. We're trying to talk to men. It's not a conversation we've had in the past too often, or I can't say we've had it at all. And we're really excited because we believe that change can't really happen until everyone's part of it.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Molina. I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist and an IVF specialist practicing at Akanksha Hospital and Research Institute in Anand, Gujarat.
This is Dr. Niket Patel. I am also an obstetrician and gynecologist working in Akanksha Hospital and Research Institute. I specialize in infertility, IVF, and endoscopic surgery.
So, we talk about menstruation a lot. It's not very easy for women to talk about this topic openly, right? Perhaps we come from families where it's not dinner table conversation. What advice would you give girls today about normalizing this conversation in their circumstance?
I think menstruation as a conversation which people prefer to have in a very private kind of a group, and only most of them talk about it only when there is some issue. People need to realize that it's a part of your body. It's biology. It's as normal as getting a headache or talking about migraine. There are a lot more complexities associated with this phenomena.
In your opinion, why is it important for boys and men to be part of this conversation? And I know we're talking today for the event of Raksha Bandhan, but my hope is that this is something that we can watch every day, no matter what day of the year it is, and it'll still be relevant because menstruation doesn't happen once a year.
As we grew up, as I stepped into medicine, as I stepped into this field of gynecology, I realized how important it is and what that female went through at that point of time. It is beyond our imagination as to, what a female experiences not only during her period, because if she didn't get her period, she wouldn't have an opportunity to become a mom as well. We know that when a female achieves her menarche or starts her periods, her mother is the first one who explains it to her and talks about the pads and how to use the sanitary pads and stuff like that. And I feel that in family, a mother should not only educate her daughter, she should also educate the son, she should also educate the other males in the family, so that we know that what she must be going through at that point of time.
I grew up with a brother, and he's only a year and a half younger than me. So when I was being educated about my menstrual cycle, so was he. And we went to a co-ed school. So my mom wanted him to know that today it's your sister, tomorrow it could be your classmate. And he was the guy I would send to go get me like newspapers when I needed to change my pad, or run down to the chemist when I didn't have pads. Like, I used to think that's how every family is.
Yeah. And I think especially for the men who don't have a sister or who don't get this information, most of the men, they get the information from their mothers or sisters or some close family members. But for the others for whom the first-hand information is through, say, TV commercials or say TV shows or from friends, the information is so haphazard, it is so incomplete that itself is the starting of all this mockery, this disgust, and this lack of knowledge and this disrespect. So I think the source of information for men also is a huge factor in how they feel about it in the first place.
So what do you think is the basic idea that boys and men have about menstruation today?
For boys, I think for those who know, they know well. For some men, they feel that it's that time of the month where you have to stay away from a woman. It's her like a lady dragon week. You cannot tell her anything. You have to stay away from her, avoid any quarrels. For some, they feel that it's just they don't understand enough. So for some men, they think that their partners or their friends or their sisters, they are just faking it.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to avoid housework. They are trying to get attention. They are trying to just shy away from their responsibilities or something like that.
The other taboo that is created in a man's mind is that because she's menstruating, the only thing that is happening to her is that she's bleeding a few spots from her vagina. Apart from that, she's mentally free. But actually, no one realizes the mental agony that a female goes through, the agony of changing a pad, wearing a pad, how much it must be hurting her. Some females have tremendous pain on the first and second days of the periods. So that is completely unknown to the male counterpart.
And I think men, they also feel that, I don't know what it is, and I don't want to speak about it because it has nothing to do with me. And the women in my family are taking care of themselves, so I don't need to talk about it.
They think they're giving
Yeah.
you space,
Yeah,
but you just want them to just ask how you're feeling,
exactly.
And-
Or how was your day, or whether, shall we help you?
Correct. Or then if they ask you, then they'll tell you don't exaggerate. Just
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
there is no one right answer, and it also depends on the woman's comfort level with that person in her life, whether it's her brother or a father or friend.
Being gynecologists, when we do notice young girls, school going girls who come to us with some problem in their menses, it's generally their mothers who bring them.
Because if you have a flu and you need to go to a doctor, it doesn't, your dad, your mom, whoever
Yes,
will come with you. This feels like it is the woman's problem and the woman's
Yes.
responsibility. Could you share a few steps or a few tips about how to start? Whether a young mother is watching this or a school teacher is watching this, wherever the conversation happens, what are the ways to implement this change?
Obviously, there is this gap in knowledge, the void in knowledge that needs to be filled. And if it is filled in the proper manner, if the education is started right from the early part of primary schooling or secondary schooling,
Even teachers can even have round table discussions. I think it needs to be done very regularly, every year or a few months in a year, and it should be reinforced. Some practical sessions should be arranged where all boys and girls are physically made to hold a tampon or a sanitary pad. They are taught how to use it, what it is, how normal it is, whether a boy goes to buy it or a girl goes to buy it. How will you discard it? Why is it used? What can go wrong with the woman in those days?
Absolutely agree. It needs to start early because that's when your habits form as well.
The parents of these young girls, they can also be, kind of called in the schools, in colleges, and interaction can be done with them as well, along with their children, whether it's their son or their daughter. And of course, the doctors, we are always there to give you the right information as a point of contact. So more and more doctors and healthcare workers can also get involved in, dissipating this knowledge.
If a man is willing to talk about periods, where is the line between him being an ally and him overstepping? You have so many men who really do want to be a part of the conversation, want to help, want to be involved. But there's a line from a woman's perspective where it's almost like, Rachel said in Friends, no uterus, no opinion. So
Yeah.
what is that line for you?
The key is to increase the awareness, to break the taboos, to break the stigma. The more we talk about it, the more we know about it, the more it's going to be normal.
Do you have a message for our community before I let you go?
Finally, I would like to convey to all the viewers that menstruation is absolutely normal. The experience around it can be really varying. Let's bridge this gap between a very pleasant experience and a very unpleasant experience and make it nice and pleasant for every girl by knowing more about it, by talking more about it, and by involving more and more men in this conversation.
I'd like to say that don't stigmatize it. As far as the males are concerned, they should open up, at least open up to the fact that they need more knowledge about this entire situation and try and read more about it. Try and read more about it from social media, from any content possible. And the best way to go about it is in those 4 or 5 days when a woman is bleeding, just make her feel more comfortable, just ease out her life a bit, make her feel that no matter what, we are there with you. And that is when we will see a change in the society.
So I think the ice has to be broken, and that can be broken with the right knowledge at the right time, and that will do the damage control.
To the boys and the men watching this video, we're really excited to invite you into the conversation, and we're sorry we've not done it any sooner. But now that we've invited you, we expect you to stay and we expect you to learn and share and chat and help make that change. And to the women in our community, I hope you're okay with that because there's going to be more voices. So let's all be ready to be a little more open and bridge that gap. Thank you all and have a lovely Raksha Bandhan. See you soon.